Hi everybody, this is Crystal. Today I'm going to show you how to make this coaster set. It's really easy and it'd be great for a beginner. And I think they make a good gift. Make a set of 4 of them. It's never too early to start crocheting for Christmas gifts. But they're real easy. So what you're going to need is, I used Peaches and Cream. I just used a bunch of scrap yarn that I had, but I used Peaches and Cream, which is a medium weight 4-ply 100% cotton yarn. Now I recommend, you don't have to use this brand, but I highly recommend that you use a 4-ply cotton because it's going to be the most absorbent for when you put your wet soda pops or whatever you want to use it for on. And I'm going to be using a size H, which is a 5mm crochet hook. And these are approximately 6 inches across, and you can use any colors that you'd like. I started with the brown for my center. I just have a whole bunch of cotton, scraps of cotton, so I thought I'd make a quick coaster set. So you want to start with the slip knot on your hook. And you'll be able to find the pattern for this, a link to the pattern for this below in the description box. Okay, and then you want to start off with the chain of 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then what you want to do is slip stitch into your first chain to form a ring. And you can use the magic circle here too if you'd like. Me and the magic circle have a bad history with each other, so I don't hardly ever use it. Okay, then you want to go ahead and chain 1. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work 12 double crochets through the center of that ring. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to go in through the ring, and then we're going to draw up a loop and go ahead and do a double crochet. And we want to do that a total of 12 times. That chain 1 we did does not count as anything. So that was our first double crochet. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there's 12. And then what you want to do is slip stitch into your first double crochet. Not the chain 1 that you made, but the very first double crochet that you did. Like that, and that'll end round 1, and you should have 12 double crochets. And if you pull your tail, you should be able to close that center circle up. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start off by chaining 1. And now we're going to work 2 double crochets right back into that same spot that we just slip stitched into. 2 double crochets right there in that same spot. So there's 1, and there's 2. And now what we're going to do is we're going to work 2 double crochets in every single stitch all the way around. So 2 into the next stitch. And then 2 into the next. So 2 double crochets in every stitch until you get back to the beginning. And when you get back to the beginning, you should have a total of 24 double crochets. Okay, I've made it back around and I counted and I have 24 double crochets. So now we're going to end round 2 by slip stitching into our first double crochet. Not the chain 1, but the first double crochet. And that will end round 2. Now we're going to start round 3 by chaining 1, and now we're going to work 1 double crochet right there in that spot, right back in the same stitch that we slip stitched into. Just 1 double. Like that. And now we're going to put 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So there's 1 and 2. And then I'm just going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So it's going to be 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets into the next stitch. One double into the next, and then 2 doubles into the next. One double into the next, and then 2 doubles into the next. And you want to repeat this all the way around until you get back to the beginning. And when you get back to the beginning, you should have a total of 36 stitches at the end of round 3. Okay, once you make it all the way around and you counted and you have 36 double crochets, you want to go ahead and slip stitch into your first double, not the chain one, but the first double. And that'll end round 3. And now I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. So I go right back through, pull it up, clip my yarn, pull that tight like that. So that's the center. Now you can start with any color that you have. If you have scrap yarn, I'm going to use some purple. And you can start anywhere that you want, but I'm actually going to start in the stitch right next to the one that we just left tied off. So here's where we slip stitched. I'm going to start right here into the next one. And I'm going to go ahead and start my yarn, and I'm going to start by chaining 1. And I'm going to go right back into that same stitch and single crochet. Just like that. And now I'm going to do a chain of 2. 1, 2, and I'm going to skip the next stitch and single crochet into the next. So skip 1, single crochet into the next. Then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to skip 1 and single crochet into the next. Chain 2. I'm going to skip 1 and single crochet into the next. And I'm going to repeat this all the way around. Chain 2, skip 1, single crochet into the next, chain 2, skip this one and single crochet into the next, and chain 2. And I'm going to repeat that pattern all the way around back to the beginning. And when I get back to the beginning, I should have a total of 18 of these chain 2 spaces. Okay, when you make it back around, I did a single crochet here, and I have one last stitch to skip. So I'm just going to chain 2 and skip that last stitch, and I'm going to end it by slip stitching into my first single crochet. Not the chain 1 that we did, but the first single crochet. Just like that. And now I'm going to start making the petals. So what I'm going to do is slip stitch over to this first chain space. Like that. And I'm going to chain 1. And this is how we're going to make every petal. We're going to put one half double crochet, 1 double crochet. This is all going into this chain space. 3 triples. That's where we yarn over twice. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then you can slide it over if you need to make room. And then I'm going to put 1 double and 1 half double, and that will complete the first petal. And now what I'm going to do is just slip stitch over into the next chain space, and I'm going to repeat that again by start by chaining 1, And I'm going to work 1 half double, 1 double, 3 triples, there's 1, 2, 3, slide it over a bit if you need to, and then I'm going to work 1 double and 1 half double, and that will complete the next petal. And I'm just going to do that in every one of these chain 2 spaces. So I'm going to slip stitch over to the next chain 2 space and chain 1, and I'm going to half double crochet, double crochet, 3 triple crochets, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, and 1 half double crochet, just like that. Slip stitch over to my next chain 2 space and repeat. And you want to do that in every one of these chain spaces until you get back to the beginning. And when you get back to the beginning, you should have 18 of these petals. Okay, when you make it all the way back around and you just did your last petal, you want to end with a slip stitch into the chain 1 of the very first petal. So it doesn't have to be exactly right there, but kind of right there in that little spot right there. If you can get it in there the best that you can, like that. And then you want to go ahead and tie off. Clip your yarn. And then you can hide your tails, and that is it. It's done. And you can do as many of them as you want, so it's super easy. It don't really take much time, so be a good gift. But if you make this or anything else, I'd really like to see a picture of it. You can post a picture on my Bagoday Crochet Facebook page. I'll put a link to that below in the description box. And don't forget to check me out on Pinterest and Twitter and Instagram. I'll put links to all that stuff below, and the pattern you could probably find that on Etsy. And until next time, have a good day.